A report by Goldman Sachs states that by 2030, AI is estimated to replace 300 million jobs. That includes every manual QA tester, L1 tech support specialist, junior developer, and any other entry role you can think of. After talking to industry-leading experts from MentorCruise, I found 5 technical skills that will still be irreplaceable in 2030. If you learn any one of these, you'll basically become a recruiter magnet for companies like Google, Meta, Tesla, and many more. So let's get started. Cloud architecture. First up is cloud architecture. The cloud consists of remote servers on the internet that run software and store data. In a perfect world, you could just store all your data everywhere at once. But since this ain't Alice in Wonderland, someone has to design a system that lets the business scale in the cloud without burning capital it doesn't have. Why this is AI proof. AI can suggest cloud setups all day long, but it can't make the judgment calls that actually matter. Should you prioritize cost or performance? What level of risk can your business stomach? What happens when traffic spikes overnight? Every architecture decision impacts money, security, and uptime. AI doesn't lose sleep over those trade-offs, but you do. Who needs this skill now? Practically every major tech company is either in the cloud or moving there. Netflix, Amazon, Uber, the list goes on. Fast-scaling startups need this desperately, and legacy enterprises modernizing their systems will pay top dollar for it. Take Notion. They started with a simple, single-region setup. Then they exploded to millions of users globally. Suddenly, they needed multi-region infrastructure, rapidly scaling databases, redundancy to prevent downtime, and cost control while traffic went wild. That's cloud architecture in action. How to start learning it? Don't jump straight into AWS or Azure certifications. Start with the fundamentals. Understand what actually happens when you spin up a server. Learn how networks route traffic, the difference between storage types, and when to use each one. Master concepts like virtual machines, load balancers, databases, and traffic flow before touching any platform. Understand the why behind architectural decisions, not just the how. AI strategy. AI can't make decisions that involve business priorities, ethics, cost, or customer impact. That's your job as a human in the loop. AI strategy is about deciding what problems are actually worth solving with AI and how you'll measure their success. And that's exactly what Vincent, the founder of the Agenta Group, is about to share.
AI isn't a project that you add on top of your work. It's how you redesign the work and your business. Because by 2030, doing AI won't be a skill. Running a company as an agentic organization with AI systems built into daily operations, that will be the baseline. So AI strategy is more about business organization and having an operating plan for humans and AI working together to deliver value to customers. You pick one process that's labor heavy or creates stress every week, whether that's marketing, sales follow-up, reporting, customer questions, creating quotes and proposals, or checking invoices. And now you look at that job to be done with the technology available in 2026, and you ask yourself, how would I design this process if I can assume AI can handle every step in the process with more speed, consistent quality, and 24/7 availability? So here's a simple example. A service company gets leads through the website and email. Then an AI agent is going to pick that up, enriching the lead, analyzes their website, drafts a personalized first reply, logs everything into the CRM, and then schedules the next follow-up. And specifically for every lead that matches the ideal customer profile, which is something the AI agent can check for you, the agent will then alert the right person and prepare a short call brief with key details. So that's what an AI strategy looks like when it actually works.
By the way, if you want founders like Vincent to mentor you to upskill and reach the next level in your career, check out MentorCruise.com. Links in the description. Cybersecurity. Security tools are just software that detect threats. They don't understand what your business can afford to risk, and they can't judge your business's intent. That's what your role in cybersecurity would be. It's designing systems and rules that protect the most critical assets while managing risk when attacks happen. Why this is AI proof. Attackers aren't following a playbook. They're constantly changing tactics, finding new vulnerabilities, and exploiting human behavior. AI can flag suspicious patterns, but humans spot context and intent. A login from a new location at 3 a.m. Is that an attacker or your VP traveling for business? And when a real incident happens, someone has to make the call. Do we shut everything down and lose revenue? Do we isolate the breach and keep running? And what do we tell customers? Those are human decisions with real consequences. Who needs this skill now? Any company handling customer data or financial information, for example, American Express or JP Morgan Chase, needs cybersecurity expertise. But regulated industries are desperate for this. Healthcare systems protecting patient records or government and defense contractors like Lockheed Martin. Companies need people who can actually protect them, not just check compliance boxes. How to start learning it. Start with networking and systems fundamentals. You can't protect what you don't understand. Then, learn real attack scenarios, not just theory. See how attackers actually think and operate. 3 beginner-friendly certifications that focus on practical skills include eLearn Security Junior Penetration Tester, or EJPT, Practical Junior Penetration Tester, or PJPT, and OffSec Cybercore Certified, or OSCC SEC. These teach you to think like an attacker, which is exactly what you need to build real defenses. Machine learning. ML models don't know the first thing about real-world scenarios. I mean, they're only robots that understand patterns from their training training data. A role in machine learning is knowing which decisions can be automated, where human judgment is required, and what errors a system is not allowed to make. Why this is AI proof. Models only see patterns in data. Humans decide what data actually matters and whether those patterns make sense in the real world. Should your fraud detection system block a legitimate transaction and anger a customer, or let a suspicious one through and potentially lose money? Models don't understand consequences. You do. Who needs a skill now? Any company using data to automate decisions at scale. For example, Amazon adjusts millions of prices daily, analyzing competitor data, search patterns, and demand forecasts. Netflix automates recommendations and decides which multi-million-dollar shows to produce based on predicted audience appeal. The roles doing this work: AI product managers, data scientists, machine learning engineers, and analytics engineers. How to start learning it. Master data fundamentals first. You can't build good models if you don't understand data quality, collection, and preparation. Start with certifications like DP900 or the IBM Professional Data Science Certificate. But here's the key. Learn to explain models, not just build them. The most valuable ML skill isn't coding algorithms. It's translating what a model does into decisions that make business sense. Senior engineering. AI can generate code faster than any human ever could. But code is just the output. It's not the strategy. Someone still has to decide what to build, how it should work 5 years from now, and what happens when it all falls apart under pressure. That's what senior engineering is about. Making decisions that outlive the code itself. Why this is AI proof. AI can write code and do a pretty good job. It doesn't design systems that need to work for years. Senior engineers make the hard calls. Which technology stack will scale? How do we balance speed to market with technical debt? And what happens when the system is handling 100x the current load? Mentor teams, navigate trade-offs between competing priorities, and take accountability when systems break at 2 a.m. AI doesn't have skin in the game. Senior engineers do. Who needs a skill now? Every company building complex software needs senior engineers to architect solutions and guide teams. Startups scaling fast need them to make the right technical bets early, and enterprises need them to modernize legacy systems without breaking everything. And as teams grow, someone has to bridge the gap between business strategy and technical execution. That's where senior engineering becomes invaluable. How to start learning it. This isn't about coding faster, it's about thinking bigger. Focus on system design. How do different components interact? What fails when traffic spikes? Study how major outages happened and how teams recovered. And get experience mentoring others. Teaching forces you to think more deeply about why things work, not just how. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The next 5 years are going to separate those who adapt from those who get left behind. If you want to survive the tech career path in 2030, you need to have at least one of these skills in your arsenal, and you need to start now. But if you're a big dreamer and just surviving doesn't cut it, MentorCruise was built for you. This is where you can get one-on-one feedback to reach your next step in your career from industry experts just like the ones I spoke to. Click the link in the description below to check out MentorCruise.com. Otherwise, you can check out our previous video on how to build a resume that gets you hired by your dream recruiter.